Hello and a very warm welcome to ET Studios. We're coming to you from ET Retail's Great India Retail Summit 24. I'm your host, Devina Lason. Now here on ET Studios, we bring you engaging and insightful interview series with exclusive conversations with India's top retail, real estate and hospitality leaders. Today we're here to talk about what it means to be a pioneer in the real estate market, navigating challenges and opportunities in retail real estate industry. So without any further ado, it's with great pleasure that I'd like to warmly introduce my guest today to tell us all about this and a lot more. So very warm welcome to Aman Trehan, ED, Trehan Iris.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here today, Aman.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here too. And I had a good experience in this, today's show. It's interesting to be here right now with ET coming into the same retail forum bit.
Yes.
It seems interesting because, the space had, a little bit of a gap because there were only two players in this.
Right.
So ET joining this will be a good addition to the, in the entire forum space. Yes.
Great. Thank you for that. And on that note, Aman, we're here today to really understand your journey. I mean, Trehan Iris has grown to be such a pioneer in the Indian retail real estate industry. So can you tell us a little bit about what your journey has been like so far and what were the significant milestones that you've achieved to reach where you're at today?
So as far as the company is concerned, company is about 65 years old. And we were basically A-class government contractors and, started developing projects in the late 80s on our own.
Yes.
So since then, we did a lot of group housings in housing majorly in Delhi and, in and around Delhi NCR. And later on, in the past few years, we got into the retail segment of, real estate as well. So we have, a couple of offerings in the retail mall space. And so that's how we are focusing on retail because right now the consumer, in India, it's a consumption story.
Yes.
And it's growing day by day and it's growing huge. In the last couple of years, actually, it's just gone, there's been a pent-up demand after COVID. And it's all catching up. People are actually, going to malls, they're shopping, their hearts out. They're going and enjoying the malls in terms of food, entertainment. So there's a lot of, there's a lot of scope in this going forward. And we think we need to cash on to this right now. And of course, in that whole journey, create spaces and landmarks going forward, wherein people are really, interested and comfortable coming in and, having fun or shopping or doing, they need time to relax from their busy schedule. So we are providing such spaces and, focusing on that.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And as you touched upon, COVID, of course, was a big game changer.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, of course, e-commerce, there's so many factors that really change consumer patterns.
Yeah.
So what are some of the strategies you employ to really make sure that you're harnessing the trends and giving the customers what they're looking for?
So, after COVID, actually, we look at consumer behavior as well. We kind of get into the data, we analyze the data really well, we do our surveys. Then, of course, we target certain audience who want to either get into the food bit or they want to come and enjoy the entertainment or they want to shop on a particular. So we see the target audience, so we see what they want and then take a call on our leasing plans. Of course, we have, that data coming from the market as well. We collect the data firsthand as well. So, pretty much you have to be completely attentive to what the customer wants and their satisfaction.
Absolutely.
So that's very important that the customer is satisfied by the end of it because that's the whole thing, why are we doing all this? So, that way, COVID was a big game changer.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that going forward this is going to grow because the India story is still starting.
Absolutely.
So it's just the right time. The decade is ours, and we believe in it completely. And we believe in the the whole range of products that are coming in now.
Yes.
So many new products. Global companies entering India. A lot of investments. So going forward, I think it's a great time to be in India and cash on the story.
Fantastic. Well, of course, it's a very promising outlook, but can you also share some of the challenges that you face, specifically being in India in the retail real estate space. What are some of the biggest hurdles that you've been facing?
So, it's definitely a ticket-friendly, not so ticket-friendly, country in certain areas. So the areas that we are developing, of course, they're all coming up, So, in that space, of course, to get people to spend a lot of money, it's a difficult task, So you have to do a lot of work. You have to really give them the best of the best and at the cheapest prices. So that's one of the biggest challenges. And of course, going forward, I understand that, people are earning the per capita income of, India is increasing. People are getting a lot of money in their wallet, so they are spending. But as Indians, people tend to save more than they spend.
Yes.
So now trend is changing. The Gen Z, the millennials, they have started, spending more. They started partying more. They started coming out and, getting into, start spending on shopping, on various different things.
Yeah.
So definitely challenges are there in terms of, there are certain compliances that you have to go through, certain authorities and everything, but everything has been helpful in the past some time. The government has been very helpful with all the businessmen, the MSMEs, and, holistically everything is, connected to each other.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
if people are earning, they're going to spend. If they're going to spend, the malls are going to do well.
Yeah.
Retail is going to do well offline or online. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Overall, it's good.
Great. Very promising. As you mentioned, data is something that's so important across all industries, all businesses. How are you in Trehan Iris really adapting to innovation? And what role is technology playing in forming your future plans?
So, as I was talking about data analytics and then AI playing, playing a big role now. So we still don't know what it can do.
Sure.
I mean, just a few things are in the know-how right now. So where it can go from here, it's yet to be seen. And, of course, as far as footfall counting or videos or certain VR and augmented reality is concerned, they're just starting up, so this is just the first step towards something really big. And we're still looking closely how technology is going to help in, for the malls. As well, if you're talking about the marketing bit of it, of course, social media plays a huge role in that. So, geo-targeting and getting to know your customer through social media, then marketing your products through social media, that makes a lot of, sense in terms of marketing for us. And we do get the results,
Sure.
So that's there.
Okay, wonderful. And the other trend, of course, that's very integral to the real estate sector is sustainability.
Yes.
How are you using sustainable practices? And how is this impacting both not only the quality of your output, but also benefiting the consumer in the end?
So, any construction or any building that we are making personally, we are going for IGBC certification.
Yes.
And we are concentrating on, trying to lower our carbon footprint. So that's definitely one of the main things that, going forward in anything, like if it's retail real estate or it is residential or anything that we're going to do, it's going to be all, green buildings. So that is one of the things that we are concentrating upon. And of course, when you provide certain infrastructure to the customer, to charge their vehicles or charge their, if they come into the mall, they park their car, they can charge it. So we are, putting up the charging stations over there in the basements. So that's very important. We also know that, right now, I'm from Delhi, so we know how polluted, Delhi gets. In the past 3-4 months, it has been really bad. So, environment is something that people are really now talking about, and coming out and trying to do something about it. So we can be part of this entire, story of changing how we look at, in our environment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Does this sort of play a role as well in brand loyalty of your customers? And what are some of the ingredients, the key ingredients that you use to really keep your customers connected with your offering?
So entertainment and food, I think these two things are really, really important now because, people want to relax. At the end of the day, they come to the mall, they just want to kind of come there and sit there for about 2 hours and have a good time. You know, they want to forget what they did in the day. There's a lot of things that are happening every day in everyone's lives. So everybody needs some time. They enjoy the entertainment. They, you know, like to have grab a bite with their family, have a drink, you know, do that. That's important. And of course, shop. So, you know, creating a space wherein people can come and feel comfortable doing that, that's important. So that's what our focus is. And, you know, we want to create food hubs as well, wherein there's just food and entertainment. And, you know, they can be a small, they can be some kind of, you know, like, I would say a departmental store kind of shopping, nothing more than that. So that, you know, it's just plainly come and enjoy yourself and, you know, have a good time. That kind of a model.
Yeah, sounds like a recipe of success.
Yes,
definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Aman. Before we wrap up, any key trends or future forecasting that you can leave us with when it comes to the retail real estate industry?
So I see that, you know, of course, fashion is big now in India and it's growing day by day, and a lot of different fashion brands are coming from, you know, global fashion brands are coming in to India. So that should be one of the focus points. You know, you should bring in more and more brands, bring in products that are, you know, unique in their offering, and of course, different than unique in their offering. And, you know, there are different thought processes actually in terms of your, you know, shopping. So there are some people who want to go in for a value shopping, so you can keep a value brand. You can go in for a, you know, there are people who would go for a, you know, medium kind of spending products, so you can get into that. Technology products. So there are various kind of products. You know, we should experiment with different products and then see what is, you know, more likely as per the consumer behavior and satisfaction, that what they're liking, and then kind of bring it into a mall. So that's important.
Customers king at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Aman. It's been a pleasure to get all your insights.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right, well, that's all we have for you on this episode of ET Studios, but do stay tuned for many more exciting conversations where we give you the opportunity to gain valuable insights from the most influential retail leaders who are driving innovation and advancements in their industries. Until next time, many thanks for watching.